So Lauren, it's been a big week for you. Tied the knot. How was the special occasion?
It was a very quiet occasion on Monday afternoon, but yeah, really special for my partner and myself. So it's been a big week so far, and looking forward to the game on the weekend.
Is that something you kept under wraps, a more intimate wedding with your partner?
It was. We've been engaged for 2.5 years, and with a baby on the way and a whole range of other things. My partner actually coaches, senior coach at a SNFLW team, so their pre-season kicks off next week, so we had to squeeze it in somewhere. It's been a good week so far, and again, really looking forward to the weekend and attacking the Hawks.
And coming off a gutsy draw on the weekend, how was the attitude around the camp?
Post game, yeah, we're filthy, filthy on the draw because I think even Cameron Joyce, the Suns coach, said we'd done so much to earn that win, and the feeling I know the group can have when you do get the wins in 10-round seasons, and being a second-year team, it's been really challenging, obviously, in that space for us. So missing out on the win is one thing, but the attitude in our group is always one of learning and growth and a reasonable amount of positivity, while we are flat on the fact that we gave that one up.
Yeah, and is the belief still around in the camp as well? Struggling to find your second there?
Yeah, when you talk about belief, I think the main thing you take out of that game is it's the most consistent we've been as a group. The last few minutes of the game is not something that's easily reflected on, but something that we certainly do. And so, belief is, if we miss belief off the back of drawing with the sixth place team when we're sitting 17th of all places, is I think if you don't take belief out of that, you're kidding yourself.
Yeah, and also finding the goals a bit more. Is that something you're going to take into this weekend? And
scoring?
Yes. Yeah,
scoring's been a focus for us, big focus for us since last year. And 7 goals 3, a big area for us off the last few weeks has been accuracy. We dropped a couple of games we felt were more we should have won on the back of some pretty poor accuracy in front of goals. So to kick 7 goals 3 against the sixth place team in the comp, who've shown real growth and maturity, that certainly builds belief in our team.
And you're playing Hawthorn this weekend. How are you guys preparing up for that clash?
Yeah, Hawks are obviously at the same point as us in terms of expansion, so we're really looking forward to it regardless. And what we do know is they're the number 1 tackle team in the comp, so we're expecting a really high pressure, hotly contested game, and continue to use all the available time we have to build on what our game style is. And we do feel we've seen some good progress in that.
When you've been talking about Teakle being able to kick 3 goals last week, so how's it good seeing players be able to develop throughout the year?
Yeah, that's certainly a measure for us. Wins and losses as a second-year expansion team can't be everything, even though we feel, again, some frustration around that ledger. Teeks has grown so much. I think I spoke pretty openly post-game on the weekend around she went home to Perth for a bit at the back end of last year for the off-season, and she'd had a pretty frustrating first year as an AFLW player and had some pretty upfront feedback from me around she probably had 2 or 3 players ahead of her to make it into the side last year, and certainly didn't play every game. And that was pretty big for an 18, 19-year-old kid to come from Perth and hear that and know that you're still a distance away from playing regular footy, and to come in and absolutely earn her spot in our team in round 1 this year and then have a 4-week foot injury, and that was her second game back. That's significant growth for a kid from Northampton in WA. I'm really pleased with how she's been this year, and I think she really sets the tone for that group of players in that age group in our team who can certainly learn from that approach that she took 12 months ago.
And how tough is it to come against those teams who have had 5 years under their belts and coming in your second year? That would be quite challenging.
Oh, look, we perform at the highest level because we want the challenge. I spoke last week around why would we ever shy away from playing against the best. And one positive about our fixture this year is we've had every opportunity to play against the best teams outside of Melbourne. So, I think, again, while the wins and losses don't reflect the growth that we can see, there's still huge room for growth in our group. I think you just take a level of positivity that you've got opportunities to perform against the better teams and really test yourself and get a really clear understanding of where the growth is in our group.
Lauren, Kane Corns made some comments on radio about last weekend's game in the last couple of minutes and how you essentially lost that lead and around the media not necessarily critiquing AFLW in the same way that they do in the men's space. What do you have to sort of say around that?
Yeah, I mean, Kane's a 300 game player for our footy club, and I think he's 4-time best and fairest and premiership winner. I love that I think he said he came to the game. That's great. And also, we'd welcome any level of critique and media scrutiny in this competition. It's season 8 now, so I think if anyone in the media feels like they're held back by whether they can or can't make comments on games, I'd encourage them to do so and continue to come to games. For us, I have just spoken, like, there's frustration there, there's growth. What we didn't achieve in the last couple of minutes in a game-like scenario that we have trained so many times, and our players have shown real understanding but just lack of execution. We're all in that together, but if there's anyone in the media feeling like AFLW is not accessible or that they can't critique our game or add value in the media space and continue talking about it, I think there's missed opportunities, so I'd welcome it.